A sudden storm swept through the sky, wild and uninvited. Trees shook, leaves scattered, and in the chaos, a small bird, no older than a few days into learning how to fly, was torn from his nest. The wind carried him far, too far. When it finally passed, he found himself alone on a fragile branch in a strange place, drenched, trembling, and completely lost. His heart pounded in his tiny chest. The sky still grumbled above, and the earth below seemed endlessly far. But even in his fear, something inside him refused to give up. He spread his little wings, unsure, unsteady, and pushed off. He rose a little and fell. He tried again and again. Every flight ended with a fall, but each time he managed to rise a bit higher than before. High above, an old bird rested on a thick branch, watching silently. His companion, curious, followed his gaze. The older bird tilted his head and murmured, "This one doesn't quit. There's something different about him." Curious, they both flew closer. The little bird looked up at them, his voice soft and polite. "I'm lost," he said, "and I don't really know how to fly yet. Could you help me get back home?" The old bird narrowed his eyes and gave a half smile, almost amused. "If you don't know how to fly, what were you doing out of your nest?" he asked, his voice edged with sarcasm. His companion let out a quiet laugh. The words stung, but the little bird said nothing. He didn't cry or argue. Instead, he simply watched. He watched how the older bird soared, how his wings angled with the wind, how he adjusted midair, how he balanced. Every movement, every glide. The little bird studied it all. The older bird took flight again, circling high above the trees, showing off with little twirls and swoops. He returned with another mocking comment and flew off again. But this time, he didn't notice the small eyes below him, observing every beat of his wings. On his final return, he landed on the branch and looked down, expecting to see the small bird waiting. But the branch was empty. The old bird blinked. "Where did he go?" he asked, startled. "He flew," the companion replied. "And this time, he didn't fall." The older bird looked up into the sky, squinting at the figure gliding clumsily but confidently through the air. A smile crept across his face. "He didn't need my help," he whispered. "He needed a challenge. He didn't listen to my words. He watched my wings. His strength was always within him." He paused, his voice softer now. "Had I lifted him, he may have always leaned on me, but now he knows he can do it on his own. That belief, that's real strength." His companion stayed quiet, the moments settling over them like the calm after a storm. Some lessons aren't taught with kindness. They're taught through struggle, through silence, through being left to try again and again, until strength awakens from within. True strength isn't handed to you. It's revealed when you're forced to face the wind alone and still choose to rise. Challenges are not curses, they are calls. Calls to grow, to adapt, to fly. So if you've ever felt like that little bird, lost, frightened, unsure, know this: every fall is not a failure. It's a step toward flight. You are stronger than you think. If this story spoke to you, don't let it stay silent. Share it with someone who needs to hear it. And tell us in the comments, when was the moment you discovered your own wings? For more stories that awaken the soul and light the fire within, don't forget to subscribe, because real strength isn't given, it's awakened.